Diesel engine sounds. Identify common problems. Every diesel engine has a voice. When it's running smoothly, that steady hum signals strength and reliability. But when something begins to sound off, a knock, a hiss, or a squeal, that's your engine trying to tell you something. In this video, we're going to decode those sounds so you can catch issues early, prevent costly repairs, and keep your diesel running strong. Let's start with what I like to call the silent whisper of failure. Imagine a perfectly tuned diesel purring like it should, when suddenly you notice a subtle new noise. It's easy to ignore, after all, engines make sounds all the time, but that change could be the first warning of a major problem. The truth is, your ears are one of your best diagnostic tools. They can often detect trouble before sensors or warning lights ever do. Now let's break down the most common problem sounds you might hear. The first is a rhythmic knocking. This deep, repeating thump is often a sign of a serious internal issue like a bad connecting rod, a loose piston, or mistimed fuel injection. What makes this sound so dangerous is its consistency. It tends to beat in rhythm with the engine's rotation. When you hear it, stop and investigate immediately, because continued driving could lead to catastrophic engine damage. The second sound is a high-pitched squeal or whine. This is one that can make any driver cringe. It often means there's an issue with a slipping belt, a failing turbocharger, or worn bearings. The squeal might be most noticeable during startup or acceleration. It's your engine's way of saying that something is under tension or friction where it shouldn't be. The third major sound to watch for is a hissing or sucking noise. This usually points to air moving where it doesn't belong, maybe a vacuum leak, a ruptured turbo hose, or a crack in the exhaust manifold. You'll often notice this sound right after startup or when you hit the throttle. If ignored, it can lead to power loss or reduced fuel efficiency. Beyond these common noises are a few that are less frequent, but just as critical. A metallic clattering sound, for example, can mean problems in the valve train, loose injectors, or even a failing water pump. Each one creates a slightly different tone, so paying attention to whether it's a sharp tick or a dull rattle can help you pinpoint the source. A grinding or groaning sound, on the other hand, often points to the transmission, differential, or wheel bearings. You'll notice it changing with vehicle speed rather than engine RPM. These are red flag sounds that need immediate attention because they can quickly escalate into expensive drivetrain repairs. And finally, there's the puffing or chugging sound. If your diesel sounds like it's struggling to breathe, you might have a clogged fuel filter, restricted exhaust, or a problem with the fuel delivery system. These sounds often occur under load or acceleration, and they're a sign that your engine isn't getting the air or fuel it needs. When diagnosing by sound, context matters. Listen carefully to how the noise changes with RPM, temperature, or engine load. A noise that gets louder as the engine warms up can point to thermal expansion issues, while one that rises with RPM might be linked to rotating components. Always remember to put safety first. Never reach into a running engine. And if a sound becomes harsh, metallic, or rhythmic, shut the engine off immediately. Knowing when to stop and when to seek professional help is just as important as recognizing the sound itself. Some problems, like loose belts or cracked hoses, can be handled at home, but deeper knocks or grinding noises should be left to professionals before they lead to complete engine failure. One of the best habits you can form is sound monitoring. Record your engine when it's healthy so you have a baseline to compare later. Keep short audio clips or notes in a maintenance log. Over time, you'll start to recognize your truck's normal rhythm and notice the smallest deviations. A diesel engine doesn't just fail without warning, it talks first. You just have to listen. By learning what these sounds mean, you can prevent breakdowns, protect your investment, and become the kind of driver who can hear trouble long before it strikes. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos that help you master your diesel engine, because every sound has a story, and knowing how to listen could save you thousands.